A moment ago, their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run high, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 20. Five-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We're set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Switch up, switch up. Check 13, check 13.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This is it. 19. Check 55, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
1st down, Texans.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run with Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. High throw, but he makes the catch.
Watson's pass complete to Cullen Garcia. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Houston.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota gives to Henry.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Derrick Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hyde. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd and 15 now, Watson. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota uncorks one. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Hyde. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Mariota on first down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here's Watson on third down. Finding fouls complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Watson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Kill.
They'll run it again with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take their 1st and
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Right there.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
He's got it at the 15. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 31, check 31. Hey,
They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We'll likely put an end to this thing. This is Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
41. We've got a wedge there. That's right, baby.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tennessee, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa